Good evening, class. My name is Dr. Senawe Michael Kwete, one of your facilitator. I'll be facilitating on file 313, animal ecology. It's going to be an interesting class, an interesting topic too. Some views that we get familiarized with what we shall be doing this semester. We'll be looking at historical background of animal ecology, which has to do with terrestrial and aquatic animals. These will be compared together. We'll also be looking at the growth rates and age structures of this animal, possibly factors that affect the population. What are the measures that are used to estimate population dynamic? We'll also be looking at competition in animals. It is noted that there's always competition in these animals. So looking at them and what are the resources that contribute to competition among these animals. Our topics also covered population and animal ecology. You look at the population cycle. What are the factors that contribute or control population? And predator-prey relationship will also be examined, because this also affects population of either the predator or the prey. Lastly, we will be looking at behavioral ecology of African animal or mammals rather. That's the general behaviors of these animals in the environment. Of key interest will be bats, which will be a case study of African mammals. So as you can see, it's a rich topic that we'll be looking at in animal ecology. I urge all to also make this class lively and enjoyable. Thank you. Biology 313, animal ecology. So has to do with the historical background of animal ecology, as you can see. The introduction aspect of it is good for us to remind ourselves what ecology is, which has to do with the scientific study of relations of living organisms with each other and their surrounding. And it is noted that modern ecology mostly branched out of the natural aspects of ecology from science, and this has flourished in the late 19th century. Our understanding of how biodiversity affects ecological function is also an important focus area that we will be looking in ecological study as this course is concerned. Ecosystems sustain every life supporting functions of the planet, which has to do with the climate regulation, water filtration, soil formation, and so on and so forth. Then, as an ecologist, it seeks to explain these five fundamental areas, which has to do with life processes and adaptation. As you can see the picture there, feeding habit, as we can see, as one of the life processes in bed. As an ecologist in this area, we'll also be looking at distribution and abundance of organisms, the movement of materials and energy through living communities. We'll also be looking at the successional development of ecosystem. And remember, the abundance and distribution of biodiversity in context of the environment. Now, I want you in the class to mention the names of scientists which has been involved or has contributed to the development of animal ecology. That's a class activity for you. So back to our class. Hoping you have been able to sort yourself out. We'll continue. We're now looking at the devastating effects of war on the population of animals, because that seems to be a watershed for ecology. The picture there shows the effects an atomic bomb will have on our ecosystem. Most of the forests, vegetations, animals depend on has been wiped out. So in such situation, remember that you will understand that population dynamics and distribution of these animals would now need newer methodologies and practices so that uh, they can survive. And that is why ecology as a science has been able to achieve this in the post-war era. There are many applications or practical applications of ecology. Ecology could be seen being achieved in conservation biology, in management of our wetlands. We have different conservation organizations in Nigeria. Most of one of the most important one of the known NGO or conservation bodies is the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, which has been of help in achieving this goal. So the practical application of ecology will be seen in natural resources management, which is the in agriculture, in forestry, in fishery. It has also been achieved in city planning. We go to some towns and see how these communities have been planned, beautified. This has been achieved uh, as an ecologist. It will also be seen in community health, in economics, basic and applied sciences. So these are different applications where ecology comes in. The picture there shows diversity of species just as a result of conservation. Now, second activity in the class is explain how organisms and the environment relate and influence one another in the various ecosystems. Briefly explain how these organisms and the environment relate and influence one another in their various ecosystems.